Hey guys, welcome back to WiseKracks. Bill Krackomberger, Jon Orlando, fabulous Las Vegas SuperBook. John, did you get the results of the World Series? I watched it with John. I watched the World Series Game 7.
Yep, you sure did.
That was epic. It was so fun watching it with your friends.
Maybe the best World Series ever, just the whole series.
I found it unbelievable some of your friends drop off because of their wives and girlfriends. I'm not going to mention no names.
Yeah.
But I felt like the beginning, like after the fourth inning, I go, yeah, I told my wife I'd be home a certain time.
Crazy.
Then the next friend in extra innings says, yeah, my girlfriend, I told her I can only be out for 3 hours.
It's crazy, right?
I got to be honest.
Game 7.
I got to be honest with you. Nothing against. I like the really nice guys.
Yeah.
I've never been around people like that. Now maybe you want to know the truth? They're right, and maybe I'm wrong.
Nope.
Okay.
It's Game 7. It's like leaving in the middle of the Super Bowl.
Game 7 of the World Series. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. But you know, it's nice to have that. I lovey-dovey.
Yeah.
They must be new at the beginning of the relationships, like the first week, maybe.
One is relatively new.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And we're not making fun of them. I hope they don't get mad. We're not mentioning no names.
They won't. Yeah.
We're mentioning no
They
names.
know who they are, though.
I couldn't believe the guy left in the extra innings. He's like, I told my girl.
Crazy. I know. It's
3 hours.
crazy. Yeah. Wow. It's okay.
So.
Yes.
You want to talk about some things?
I do.
You, for some reason, you think you want to embarrass me. It's impossible to embarrass me.
How can you say that? Crack.
So, John, first of all, I know you're not a Godfather fan. But
okay. Back to this?
No, but there's a great scene in The Godfather when they're in the back of the limo.
Yeah.
It's the Marlon Brando, Don Corleone, and he's in back with Tom Hagen in the back of the limo. And he says, the old man says to him, Tatalia's a pimp. He says he's a pimp. He said, I knew it was Bazzini all along. So I'm going to call you Bazzini. Go ahead, pimp.
I asked you after the 7th inning.
Yeah.
The score was 4-3, right? Dodgers are losing 4-3.
I thought it was 4-2, actually. Or they were up by 2 when there was a big juice. It was a big.
Yeah, well, you're right. That was the first time I asked you.
Okay.
And they were so when it was 4-2, they were plus.
4-2 was plus
inning.
like later in the game. At one time, let's just get to this. At one time, it was plus 650.
Right.
Which is 100 to win $650.
Right.
And you were saying you got it, but you were telling me to bet it at 3-1 and plus 3-1 you got it, plus 4-1 you got to bet it.
I kept asking you. I said, Crack, they're not going to lose this game.
Right.
And you're a value guy. You are all about value. Well, how did you not see the value?
You have a team that just needs 9 more outs.
Okay.
They're up by 2 runs.
Okay.
You still have they're home. There's a lot of moving parts.
After the 7th inning.
But I finally said, John, I'll tell you what I'll do. If all right, let's come on in with me. I'll bet a couple $100, you and I. And John pulls out lint out of his pocket.
I begged you. I said, Crack.
You had no money, you said.
I told you, Crack.
Said, what are you doing coming out with money? We're in a casino.
I basically handed you $60,000 on a silver platter. Don't make that face. Absolutely not. I said to you.
And he's serious. That's why.
I'm dead serious. I said, Crack, after the 7th inning, I said, Crack, what's the line now? You were like, it's plus 650 or something. I go, it's 1 run to tie, 2 to win. Ohtani's going to have another bat. And by the way, Yamamoto's going to come in to close this out. This game's over. Dodgers are going to win. This is the defending champs. You're all about value. But are you not?
It's value from a guy that's I don't want to say it's value from you, John.
Value from me, John. You mean the guy that said Rangers win the World Series from basically worst to first, 60-1. That happened. The guy that said the Dodgers are going to play the Blue Jays, said it on this show multiple times and other shows. Dodgers play the Blue Jays in the World Series, and at one point, yes, I did say, roll back the clock 3 months, Dodgers are banged up. I don't know. I'm worried about the Blue Jays. I did say that for all you people that are in the comments. John said the Blue Jays are going to win. Now he's saying the Dodgers. Yeah.
John loves you guys, by the way.
We didn't have the same pitching rotation when I said that 3 months. Glass now is nowhere to be seen. Neither was Snell. We didn't even have them pitching. So, yeah, of course, that changed everything to have them back. The point is, plus 650, I'm like, Crack, 10 grand. You're like, no. You're like, this game's over. I'm like, $1,000?
Oh, I didn't say it was over.
Yes, you did.
I just said it was. I said, John, the right price is actually the other side. And I'll tell you why.
Oh, my God.
No, but because I have out now, don't forget, I have some of the sharper sports books here. I have the on my screen. I pull up. By the way, if anyone has any kind of screens you want to follow sharper sports books, I follow a book called Amapola. I know most of you aren't going to know that, but it's on some of these screens. Pinnacle, Circa, Sports 411, SuperBook. I will follow them. So if you go by their lines, their algo, and the algo comes from one of the sports books. I'm not going to mention who, and their algo was like minus 421 compared to everyone else's minus 5 to 1, 6 to 1. It was there was I'm saying the opposite, guys. I'm sorry. They were minus 6 to 1 when the other ones were maybe 420 or something like that. The sharper sports books tell you what to bet. On live wagering, you're paying double, triple the juice of pre-flop. So they kind of show you which way that the sharper guys are betting. They control the markets there. And it did tell me that Toronto was the sharper. No, I didn't bet Toronto. I was rooting for the Dodgers. I was rooting for the Dodgers.
No, I know you were.
I was actually rooting for the Dodgers. So,
all right, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
When Will Smith hit that home run to make it 5-4 Dodgers, and now we just got to close it out. When he hit that home run, was there any shred of you that goes, why didn't I listen to John? Why didn't I listen? Why didn't I put $500? There's nothing for you.
You know, when they hit the home run, I said, wow, what a comeback this was.
Yeah.
But why didn't I think to myself, John was right? I still didn't think of it until you came to the show.
You're killing me.
No, it's terrible. I don't mean to say that.
You're killing me.
No, you're a good kid. I don't mean to say. You're a good kid.
Here's all I'm saying. You hammer me on poker, you lost your ass on poker, right?
Yeah.
I got it all back for you and then some. You just pile it out. What do you mean?
Because I asked you to bet with me, and I said, and I would have done it just as a fun thing. If you bet it, I said, John, I'll bet it what you get. Have some fun. $200 each. We would have won ourselves $1,000 or something. We would have had some fun. But I got to be blunt, John. Carry cash. It ain't heavy. Where is your money? No, where?
Bro, I got commitments. I can't be.
What are you doing in casinos every day? Yesterday, just so happens I had to meet someone for dinner.
I was in the food court.
Nico, which, by the way, is that his name, Nico?
Nico's.
That was the burger.
Did you have the burger?
The burger didn't look like much.
It's the bun.
The burger was fantastic. The fries and the spicy ketchup. Nico, by the way, it's the steakhouse. It's a $50 burger.
But it's the best burger in town.
I mean, I went to a couple different places. I like the burger over at Bavette.
You do?
I like the burger at Peter Luger's. That burger at Nico's is right there with him.
Okay.
That's a really good burger.
Okay.
No, dinner was great. It's funny. I'm with two guys, and I'm with a money guy. I'm with a guy that can buy and sell me.
Right.
But he's such a nice guy. He always goes to pay. He always sneaks and pays. So last night I was gonna say let's change it around, credit card roulette.
Yep.
And instead I just snuck and paid the bill.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got a burger. The other guy's got a burger.
Yeah.
I still don't understand how the bill was $500.
Drink? Alcohol? Wine?
I didn't. Oh, he was drinking a colored drink, something like you have here, but it was an alcohol drink. They had the one guy had like 3 or 4 of them. That must have been it.
Yeah.
I still don't know. The one guy had lamb chops.
Appetizers?
No, lamb chops. We had a couple I tell you.
Dessert?
What I'm trying to say is no dessert.
Yeah, it's pricey. Coffee. It's definitely pricey.
He had a drink.
Yeah.
This is terrible being half Italian and not knowing to drink with the 3 beans. And is that? No. I think the guy could say I don't drink. Anyone know what to drink with the 3 beans?
Espresso martini.
Espresso martini. Yeah.
Oh yeah, espresso martini, man. Yeah.
It's you have to put 3 beans.
Nico's is great. The burger's amazing.
It's a clear drink. So he had that. So maybe there was 5 drinks. You know what? Are drinks $25 in the steakhouse?
For sure.
Oh, that's $125.
Yeah, for sure.
We had burgers. The other guy had like a. I just was like, no, but I mean, all I'm saying is, how does someone go out? The prices are just out of control. This is a local prop, which, by the way, I love it. I love Durango.
Yeah.
I love Durango Station. I think it's an unbelievable sports book. The restaurant over top there, great restaurants, great thing. I love Durango.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
But
I want to address a couple things.
Go back to.
I've got a lot of haters.
So last night you were there. So it's like just on a random night, John is in the sports book firing. I mean,
no, not the sports book firing. I was in the casino. You saw me in the pizza
Blackjack?
place. Pizza.
You're not there for pizza.
I was there to meet David Kohlmeyer, and before that I met with Marcus Teagan.
Oh, all right. Okay, what else you want to say? Are we done with the Dodgers?
No, we're not done with the Dodgers yet. I want to address one thing. A lot of people saying, well, you could buy a championship. You can buy a championship. This is nonsense.
That's what they said with the Yankees for years.
It's ridiculous.
Oh, they saying that with L.A.?
I just want to remind everyone, Mookie Betts got traded to us.
Yeah, they gave him like $55 million a year.
Right?
Or something.
They re-signed him after that, but he got traded.
Okay.
Right? Tyler Glasnow and Blake Snell.
Yeah.
Their team
Big
didn't
stars.
want to sign him and pay him.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So you can't just say money buys championships. And if that was the case, the Dodgers and the Yankees have had the highest payrolls in baseball for as long as we can both remember.
Yeah, Ohtani.
I mean, the Dodgers went from 1988 until 2020 to win a World Series. So you can't just say, oh, you just buy, it doesn't work that way. You can't just buy championships. That is the point.
I don't know. I think we're going to have some comments that are going to disagree with you.
You can disagree all you want, but if that was the case, then why don't the Dodgers and the Yankees play each other every single year?
Be nice to our fans. John, did you read this about
What?
this guy being threatened?
No.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
So the Blue Jays infielder, part of a pivotal play in Game 7 of the World Series. Threats made by individuals online to break Iser Kiner, how do you pronounce his last name?
Yeah.
Falefa's legs after the game. After Game 7, shined a spotlight on underlying darkness behind sports betting. But,
It's ridiculous.
It's terrible.
Ridiculous. They want to win.
They want to win.
And by the way, yeah, he had a bad lead.
He did have a bad lead, but but he said something though that they wanted. He's being told by his third base coach, you want to yell at someone, not threaten them. The third base coach.
Because they won't want to avoid a double play on a line drive.
On a line
Don't
drive.
get doubled off.
That's why. Imagine if he was just this much more off the base.
Listen,
Toronto wins the World Series.
Toronto's base running is what cost them this World Series. And by the way, in Game 1, Springer leads off with a single.
Yeah.
And then I think the second guy makes an out. And then whether Vlad Guerrero or whoever was up, Springer was trying to steal second. They thought it was ball 4. It was actually a called strike 3. Springer lets up because he thinks he can jog into second because he thinks it was a walk, and they get a double play. That one play changed everything. That changed the whole course of the series. Possibly, you could have had first and second and one out. Instead, you're out of the inning. The Blue Jays made every possible base running blunder that you could make, and the Dodgers came up with huge plays. I mean, it's not about. By the way, Pages made that crazy catch, right, in the outfield. Miggy Rojas he's not a big player. Our big names, you can argue, actually didn't do anything.
That's enough.
Whatever, man.
Now, we're talking about this gambling problem situation. I like what this one guy said. I think it's not incumbent on these social media platforms to police themselves and remove such messages and the perpetrators. Sports betting consultant, head of operations for Sports Interaction. These forums spawn bullying and hate across walks of life. I don't believe you can point a finger at gaming and isolate it as the culprit. The problem goes far deeper in society and unhinged with troubled people. I got to tell you, I think that a lot of these internet tough guys and social media people I've been saying it for years when they come after us. I have a policy, just block and move. Even if they want to come after us with stupid things on, YouTube even. Yeah. I say, listen, I give them a couple chances. If you don't like it, just watch it or don't watch it and don't comment. And if you want to get personal, you're going to be blocked from all of the stuff and never watch one of our shows again. Yeah. And I'm not threatening them. I'm just saying we don't need it. We don't need that.
I hate the comments.
This is even worse
about Terry.
This is even worse.
You read all these comments.
Yeah,
people are so mean. And
this guy had strokes. This guy was so generous.
Give the guy a break,
gave away $30 to $50 million. He had more people commenting. Some of the people commented and said, "Hey, I was a dealer. I'd love to talk to you guys off the record." What this guy did for everyone, the money he gave away and the mortgages he paid. I seen that comment. I didn't get back to him yet, so I will get back to you eventually. I'd like to know. Yeah. And like I said, just me walking out, and someone seen me and told me that too. So, like I said, it's a lot of jealousy. It's a lot of but before. So anyway, this guy was threatened they were going to break his legs. And
that's just crazy.
It's just crazy. Some of these places, they should police this more. When you send something into Twitter, and I have a lot of followers. I get millions of views a month. So I'll block and move. But some of the things, I'm not one to send anything. You want to know why? They're not going to do nothing anyway.
Right.
It's a platform that's not going to do anything. They're not going to do it. They want free speech. They want it just. But some things
but
when
a threat is
but it doesn't
no
matter. I'm telling you that some of the
platform
platforms
won't do anything, but the police might.
Some of the platforms that they should definitely look at the threats more.
Yeah.
Like publishing someone's phone number. These kind of things should be policed.
Right.
Granted, I think they do take the phone numbers down pretty quick. But just if you have a text between somebody and now you have a fight with that person and 5 years later they say, well, he said that, you shouldn't be allowed to put that on there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
It's amazing. There's, what it is, John. There's a lot of guys on Twitter that think they're somebody.
Yeah.
And even they go under their own name. But they know they threaten people. They go after people. They spread terrible lies. I hate when someone lies.
Yeah.
When you lie about someone, that really pisses me off.
Yeah.
When you could go on a social media platform, there are a portion of people that believe those lies.
Yeah.
They can't wait to believe them. You know, and they try to get people fired and stuff.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, that really bothers me when someone lies. Recently I was out at with you, and we're not going to mention who, we're not going to mention who's about, but someone said to me, wow, this guy says this stuff, what's he, all this stuff, why is he lying, what's he doing? And this was a big executive. And he asked me, he's like, I can't believe no one doesn't, well, what are you going to do? There's cameras on every corner now, wherever you go. There's no tough guys left either. There's no tough guys left. It's not like it was back when Tony Spilaccio was running the town, but anyway, it's just kind of funny. I don't like these people going after the players and even saying something at some of the games. These
crazy.
Guys are, they're just all right. Randy McKay, you're back. Wow, where you got that? Is that the door to the homeless shelter? I told you, as soon as you wanted to put the effing broom out, I mean, listen, there's certain things I believe in. Even though I'm a math guy, I'm an algorithm guy, I deal with the sharpest syndicates in the world, betting syndicates. There's still that New Yorker in me. I can't stop being superstitious about certain things. And that's why, no more brooms. I'm going to...
Okay, no more brooms. I'm up here in the suite, no homeless shelter.
Well, great. You want to brag about being in the suite, all the customers that you went 0-3 with last week. However, I found your record. I went over this. So you were 18-10 going into last week. Did you know you were doing that good? 18-10. Now you're 18-13, and many people would really like to have that record. So we expect a big rebound from the 0-3 week. And all right, Randy, what do you got for us?
Yeah, some close plays too last week. Of course, we had the chance with Cincinnati. That game was haywire.
Oh, they were that was terrible. I got under Bears season wins.
And then we lost an under on a 4th and 10, basically. So that was.
I didn't know that's how that lost. I didn't know that
was a little rough as well. So on a great catch, but stuff like that happens. But good record so far. We're happy with that. First play, we got Minnesota, our team, +4.
Boy, I hope you win that one. I need Minnesota to have a big rebound, which they started last week by beating Detroit. Minnesota playing Baltimore. Oh yeah, at least +4, +4 -05, +4 -08 here. Minnesota. Why do you like them over Baltimore? Baltimore coming back a little bit. They look pretty good on primetime the other night. What do you got?
Yeah, we got 3-5 versus 4-4 here. This Baltimore defense still concerns me here. They got all gain versus this Miami team. If it wasn't for turnovers, that game might have been a whole different story here. And, of course, Minnesota coming off the impressive win versus Detroit in the friendly confines there in a Viking stadium should be a good spot here. And getting a lot of injured players back, which should help our season win total on the Vikings as well. And I believe their defensive coordinator will make things havoc for old Lamar Jackson, keep him in the pocket, and their offense will control the ball a little bit. So I see getting any kind of points here is a big addition, and hopefully they can win outright as well.
All right. So we got Baltimore. I'm sorry, you have Minnesota +4 as your first play. What's next?
All right, next play is we got 7-2 versus 6-2. We're going to take the 6-2 team at home, Tampa Bay -2.5.
Tampa Bay's -2.5. Right here, -2.5. Minus reduced juice. BetMGM, South Point. I'm seeing -2.5 almost everywhere. Tampa Bay -2.5 over New England. Why is that? Why? Give us the reasons why you're on Tampa.
Yeah, you might want to jump on this one right away because there might be some trending to 3. These next 2 picks are going to be taking teams off the bye that have gotten a lot of players back because of injury. Tampa Bay off the bye. New England had that tough game versus Atlanta. Got a lot of offensive injuries here for the Patriots. That should hurt their attack here against this Tampa Bay offense. And I like going against northern teams coming down to Florida, later in the year here in November, going to the hot weather that they're not used to. And this is a pretty good spot here with the New England team. I don't know if it's elite team yet. They're 7-2. They banked them wins. Their best win versus Buffalo, that cost us a lot, but their schedule's been easy. But I like this Tampa Bay -2.5, and it looks like so do you.
I just bet it -2.5, -08. So the reason why I bet that, I could see that moving a little bit while they move to -16 off me. But there's still plenty, like I said, BetMGM, South Point, plenty of -2.5s out there for the taking. All right, I actually like that one myself, so I'm gonna join you on that one. What else you got?
All right, next game is 6-2 versus 5-2-1. Monday Night Football. We're gonna go to Green Bay Lambeau Field here and take the Eagles. There was a +3 at the beginning, and that was tough to get. But
I got it. I got that +3. It's funny you say that. I think I laid $1.20. I think I laid it right here. As a matter of fact, it might have been before this bet. Yeah, there's my +3 on that one. +3 minus $1.20. I just thought that was a funny line. Listen, I got to be blunt. I only bet it because of the number. I said this could be a funny line though. This could be a funny. It looks too easy +3. How come Philadelphia have Green Bay coming off this big loss? I know they're going to want some heads to roll. Maybe they looked ahead a little bit playing Carolina, but I still think the Eagles getting the 3 points, or maybe buying it to 3 if you have a low juice shop. I thought that was that might have been a good bet. Tell us why you like the +2.5.
All right, these two teams played last year in Brazil, 34-29. This game should not be that kind of game. I think it'll be a lower scoring game as well. Another situation here where we got Philly coming off a bye and getting more healthy, and also made a nice trade to get a linebacker from Miami that should help him with a pass rush. He'll probably play limited, but I think this helps the defense. Of course, Green Bay, we talked about this tough loss, and they also lost one of their top offensive weapons and tight end Tucker Kraft here. Should hurt their offense against this Eagles team that if you're going to beat this team, you got to beat them downfield with decent receivers. And I see this Philly team causing havoc to this Green Bay offensive line here. Nick Sirianni has a very good record versus the NFC North teams. He usually beats up on the Vikings. He beats up on Detroit. And, of course, he beats up on Green Bay. And I see this continuing here where Philly looks like the team that should roll in here with the confidence and get a win outright. Yeah, I like the 2.5 a little better in that situation.
And that low money line, yeah.
I doubt it'll get bet back up to 3 that you got, but I think you got the diamond in the rough there.
And Sunday night the line came out. I just thought 3 was too strong. Any other games, Randy, or that's it? That's your 3-pack?
That's a 3-pack this week. A little tougher to find some edges, as you're going on towards the end of the, middle to end of the NFL season. Tough to find 5 like we had that one week, and didn't see too much on the totals that I really liked as well.
Randy, you bet any college basketball, or do you not really delve into that right away? Or
I haven't dove into it right away. We usually, wait a week or two till the the games get going, and then we get going on the college basketball. Some people like the priors, but with this NIL and these new teams, every year with these freshman kids, it's tough to, them lines are tough to figure it out.
It's been a tough couple of years, even for last year for all the most of the pros I know. But I think we have a grasp on some good information on some totals.
I know
here.
you love that. I'm sure you're betting a little bit on your accounts.
Yeah, no, I started out good this year. It's only been a couple days though, so we're I think we're 4-1. Started out 4-1-1. I got a push in there. But
did you make it out to any of the games? I know there's some games played in Vegas that have been pretty fun.
Couldn't give me free tickets. I'm not going to no games.
Yeah, why not? They're fun. They're pretty fun. Actually, college basketball games are fun to go to.
No, you know what? They are. And the Raiders experience is actually a fun thing to go to because of the way we get tickets, the box, the suite, the way you're treated. It's really nice. But I'm more of a guy that likes to stay away from crowds. And as I get older, to be honest with you, I don't even want to come out of the effing house. I really don't. There's so much garbage going on.
That's why I'm in Colorado now. I'm going to the game this Thursday, and should be a good time.
Oh, nice. I want to ask you about a subject, and if you don't want to talk about it, we'll cut the part out. But if not, well, let's talk about it. Randy, a lot of people getting caught with multiple cards in casinos. I know someone that was arrested 2 weeks ago back east. I should have called you about it or talked about it. Guy got caught with 16 cards. They actually arrested him in Pennsylvania. I'm not going to mention where, but they actually arrested him there. I don't know. Like, in other words, let me ask you this. So if I'm not going to use my wife because that's they can't really do nothing there. But let's say I have my brother, my brother-in-law. I want a different name. My brother-in-law. I'll use him. I'll use the cop. He's a cop. He was a Secret Service for years. I'll ask him, hey, you have a card here? You should play here. I'll play with you. We'll go partners. I say we should make some money on this play because we'll get a lot of mail. Let me ask you this though. So if I go back in and we were partners and I go and play on his card or free play and he gave me permission, I don't think they should be allowed to actually arrest you for that. They're actually arresting people for that. What's your opinion on card building in general, or just talking about any of that? What's your opinion on that? Like, if the person gives you permission, I understand you're not playing on their name. And granted, I'm not just taking the side of the player and not the casino. I understand a little bit. I'm just trying to get opinions to maybe even understand more from a seasoned veteran like yourself.
Yeah, I think it's crazy that the casinos are going after people. 16 cards, that's a little extreme. But, as far as family members, I can see, picking up their free play once in a while and building cards. There shouldn't be anything wrong with that. They're taking a theoretically, if your house is good, they're taking a good theoretical loss to build up that offer. So I've never understood them frowning upon somebody picking up somebody else's free play when they earned that free play. That they took that potential loss to make that card, but really screwed up by that guy with 16 cards. Why would you have that many cards on you in a casino? Maybe have yours and one others, leave the rest in your car or something.
But I got to be blunt, Randy. I looked in my bag, just to be honest with you, and I mean, I have a stack of cards. Now, granted, most of them are my name, but I have my wife on a couple here. My brother was here. I have a couple for am I doing something? That's all I have. I have my brother, me, and my wife. And they're all the same last name though. But even if not so, like I told you, my brother-in-law, if it's family, I can't see a couple cards. Now, listen, I got to be blunt. I don't do it. It's too tedious for me to go and build up a card, go and get free player every week and run it through. You have to keep the card good too. I know places like back in Atlantic City, if you take someone's card and build the card up and you go to the casino, like I give my card to my buddy and I say, hey, listen, they're giving me $300 a day. This happened at resorts recently. I went in and it just so happens that I went to swipe my card. I got the free play. I didn't play. This is me and my buddy. I didn't play that day. I ran the 300 through a few times, ran $1,000 through. The next day, my card was turned off. They turned the card off the next day. They changed the PIN number on you. If you didn't play, in other words, you're given free play. Is there stipulations or requirements in their monthly mailers? I want to say no. I want to say I could have went to gaming and said, listen, they gave me $300. The first day I played, The second day, I ran it through, and I only ran through $1,000, which means you put $1,000 in volume through, and they said, "Oh, no more free play for you," even though I have a mailer that says you get $300 a day for the entire month. I was like, I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Yeah, go to the desk. I went to the desk, and they sent someone over saying, "Yeah, if you don't play enough volume, we're going to take your free play away. You're not allowed to play it. So we'll give you it one more day. But if you don't play what we feel you should play, then you're not going to get the free play." Well, I got to be blunt. I only gave them a gigantic play at the beginning. It just happens that I actually won a couple $1,000. I don't think it's fair that they just turn your free play. It's private property, I guess, right, Randy? I guess. But I'm telling you, this happened to me at resorts. Under my own name, the second day, they turned it off. I was like, wow.
Yeah, it's crazy what casinos do, though. You know, we've talked about this for years. You know, they'll take your last dollar, but if they feel like they're giving you anything extra, you're kind of gaining anything on them. Boy, let's make an outrage of all this, and you know,
it's the old saying: when you're broke, you're a joke. You have cash, you're a smash. But you know, Randy, even these guys that go around with the advantage games and stuff, a lot of the groups of guys, you know, listen, they're going to blow the money somewhere. These are gamblers. Okay, so they know little edges. They're going to blow the money somewhere else. Now, I name them sour rooters. And the people that are actually the sour rooters who are sitting behind the machine, maybe blowing smoke, or I can't take them. I can't stand them. I actually will say something but the ones that are, you know, just walking around the casino, checking the games, checking the different bonuses, I have no problem with them. They're just checking. They're not harming or doing anything to your guests. You know, yourself, Randy. I'm sure, and I don't know this because I'm not with you. I don't know. I don't see you, Randy McKay, sitting behind someone because a bonus is up to you know, whatever. It's a must hit that's going to hit by $500 and it's at 468. I don't see you sitting behind him and just waiting until he's off there. I see you casually walking around. Am I right?
Yeah, I casually walk around. It's not worth my time to sit behind anybody either. So, yeah, that frustrates me as well. And what frustrates me too about some of these guys that check machines, you know, let's not be so obvious here. Don't have the headphones on and the backpacks and the, you know,
great.
the bad
What a great point. You know,
all that other stuff.
Randy, I noticed that when video poker promotions or something good, the guys with the headsets, the ear pods are called, the earbuds. I see that. Like you're basically letting them know. Here comes Johnny Hollywood. Here he is. Johnny Hollywood.
Johnny.
40 minutes late. I mean, you're unbelievable. How do you get away? How do you do this? Oh, come on. Jesus. All right. Well,
celebrating the Dodgers probably.
Yeah. He's celebrating the Dodgers. He didn't have a grocery dollar on it. But anyway, Randy, though, I see the guys with the ear pods and stuff. And, you know, that actually, to me, it bothers me because now it's going to make people look. You know what's better yet? I'll give you something. I was at the Cosmo recently. A little promotion there. The guy comes out with his little pad and pen, writing down different things and with his ear pods on. Like, what are you doing? Surveillance is going to, even if you're not doing anything, surveillance is going to think you're doing something. They're going to think you're doing something. You're writing down. You know, he's playing 9-6 jacks, a 99.54 game. They had a promotion which was worth very minuscule. You're writing things down, your sessions, or your thing, or you're looking. I'll look up strategy. I'll do that. I'll look up strategy. I try to do it real low, and I mean I know most of the strategies, but some of the difficult games maybe I'll look up something. There was some couple questions on quick quads recently. It was a quick quads bonus game. That's another thing. So look what happens now. So there's those 3 quick quad games over at South Point, the bonus poker. So it's a good game. It's a 99.2, but with the quick quads in, it's like 99.5. Am I right, Randy? Something like that.
Yeah, a little higher. Yeah, 99.5, 99.6.
So now they have the cards they give away. They have the cards, the Walmart gift cards for every $8,333 circulated. Well, guess what? Now it's double. Now the points are worth half. So now it takes double the amount of money to put your money through to get a card. I won't play. It's not worth playing when you have to put through, $17,000 to get a gift card the edge is not that big on the game. You're taking that was the edge. Now it's over. So now why does it happen? Well, I'm not saying it's because of the bugs, the nits, the idiots with the pad and pens and the ear pods in, but let me tell you, could be. It could be because there's about 4 banks over there that are very good, South Point, and you have these guys writing things down, doing things. Because the South Point's very fair with comps, and they have good progressive video poker jackpots. Now they're taking my fun away. It was fun to me. I ran good for a couple of years though too. I actually did. So that fun stopped. I'm not currently playing video poker anywhere.
Yeah, that's sad to hear about that and the bucket of blood. So
we got some places that recently, we're not going to mention where, but Randy and I were backed off of recently. It's amazing. I was down like 20,000, 25,000 there, and they threw me out. Anyway, they didn't throw me. I just stopped from promotions. But it happens. So anyway, all right, Randy. Well, listen, we got some other good conversation here. Johnny Hollywood, Johnny Dangerous, Johnny Lately, and Johnny Late. Here he is. Yeah, it looks like you are celebrating a little bit. He never drank before. All of a sudden, now I'm smelling alcohol on him. I don't know. All right, Randy. We'll see you next week.
Sounds good. I'll be back in Vegas, so I'll have a good trip back, hopefully.
All right, buddy. Maybe we'll see you in person. All right, buddy.
All right.
So I was with one of the guys I was with last night. The rich guy is also a horse player.
Oh.
Yeah, he has fun with it, though.
Right.
He has fun with it.
I know the guy.
So he is getting ready to quit. He's bet serious money on horse racing. And he is getting ready to quit because of these CAWs. These, what that is it's these groups that are the computer-assisted wagering groups that are ruining horse racing for Joe Public.
Oh.
They bet last second. They're allowed to bet last second. Let's just be blunt. The article I'm reading here is horse racing rigged to benefit a select few. Class action lawsuit alleges so. A proposed class action lawsuit in federal court alleges horse racing is rigged to benefit a select few. The litigation claims computer-assisted wagering platforms wrong ordinary bettors. They're absolutely right. And the guy said it at dinner last night, and this article came out today. So,
really?
It's terrible what's going on. The horse race starts, they're halfway around. The horse that's 5-1's now 3-1.
Right. I see that a lot.
This moved between, this is... Listen, it's happened.
Like they were 5-1 going into the gate, and then all of a sudden.
Then it could be maybe 4-1 or 9-2.
Right.
But not 3-1. And this is what's been happening. And the horse wins easy. And there's a lot of things going on. These are big, giant things. This is through Twin Spires.
Now I know a
Churchill
guy that's doing this. I think, right? We won't say name, but do you know what I'm talking about or no? Oh.
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. I think the guy you're talking about.
He has software.
Yeah, but that was beatable software years ago.
Okay.
You're talking about the guy in Pennsylvania, right? Years ago.
Yes.
Yeah, but he may have beat it. It was 30 years ago, 25 years ago.
Okay.
But all I'm saying is that these people may have a point with this horse racing. You know me with horse racing. I just think it's so hard to beat anyway. You got to overcome 20% house edge.
There they are, right there.
No,
some nice horses.
They're in the start.
Yeah.
It's funny. You always watch the horse when I'm with you.
I do.
I notice you always rooting for horses too.
I do.
Do you bet a little bit, $2?
Sometimes, yeah, a little bit.
I knew it.
But a little bit.
No,
just a little bit.
If you're omitting the 2, it means it's 10. So.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Cat horses with cat names. You know how I roll. She's a pretty kitty. Home run kitten. Kitten's joy.
Now I know why your friends are all leaving the thing now.
Mr. Frisky.
Mr. Caddy.
Mr. Frisky ran in the Derby.
I got a funny one for you.
What do you got?
So now you know about the pennies. They're getting rid of pennies. I talked about that in the media.
Wait, is that really? They really are?
Yeah, they're getting rid of. It costs 3.9.
Yeah, it's great. It's just crazy. No one wants it.
Well, it costs 3.9, 3.7, 3.69%. 3 pennies. Let's call it almost 4 cents to make a penny. So they're getting rid of pennies.
So dumb.
So they're getting rid of pennies.
Yep.
Well, how do casinos handle this now? How will the casinos handle the decommission of pennies? That's the article. Penny slots are going nowhere.
Oh, okay.
So you have a voucher of $12.81.
Right.
Well, if there's no pennies to give you,
it's 80 cents.
How do they pay you?
Where does that?
Well, they're not saying. They're going to do an investigation. But see, we know what's going to happen. $12.81, you're only getting $12.80.
Right.
But what if it's $12.84? I don't think it's fair you get $12.80. I don't think it's fair.
Right.
I think it's round. McDonald's says they're going to round up 83s and 84s to 85, 82s and 81s to 80. okay, if you want to do that, I have no problem with it. I have a funny feeling that's not going to happen. But, yeah, so the casinos are trying to figure out what to do with these pennies. It just, some of these things are, listen, the Las Vegas Strip, we talked about it for months. Yes, there's been declines. However, because of Baccarat win, the money actually went up. Well, September it didn't. It went down a couple percent. The town itself was down about 9%. To be blunt, yes, there was much less foot traffic. September and May, I always say, is the best months out of the year is September and May to come to Vegas. So for it to be down 8.8% year over year, it could be concerning to people. They collected 12.4%. That's tax-wise. Taxes are less. There's a lot of things going on, a lot of moving parts here. But I'll say it again like I always say. Yes, Vegas visitorship is down a little bit, but the forecasted numbers the last few years that they forecasted and projected were blown out of the water by double-digit gains over that. So we're not slow. Listen, I'm out almost every single weekend. And right now, there's a convention going on in town. You can't move in the parking lot here.
Can't move. It's packed. It took me forever to get there. The traffic's insane
everywhere
today.
Traffic's insane.
Insane.
But even if the convention's not here, listen, this town on the weekends is packed. You see what goes on here.
Yeah.
It's so packed.
Yeah.
I just think it's crazy. Now, this is very interesting. Very interesting. The MGM CEO admits Las Vegas hotels have become a ripoff. So for him to give this interview, I give Bill Hornbuckle a lot of credit to step up. Most of these guys, they won't say a word about this. As a matter of fact, I just put on my Twitter, someone else on my Twitter yesterday, I think I got like 30,000 views already. I didn't mean to throw, Caesars under the bus here, but yeah, so, as you see here, when being interviewed by Las Vegas Review-Journal CEO, the CEO of Caesars, Thomas Reed, said regarding to giving comps and food away to gamblers, God forbid they stop at McDonald's on the way home. I mean, I've said this before, I'll say it again.
Crazy thing
no,
to say.
he shouldn't be in front of, you can't have these guys with the nice college degrees and are genius, smart guys. You just can't have these guys on there's the Las Vegas Review-Journal article, and I circled it. God forbid they stop at McDonald's on the way home. This was in regard to giving away too many comps, or just in regard to asking about comps. It's just it really is crazy. So I give Hornbuckle a lot of credit. Admitted to Las Vegas has become overly expensive. Acknowledged the company's role in the rising prices too that have alienated tourists. During an earnings call, I thought it was really good. He said this is overpriced, like $26 for a bottle of water. What are we doing? So I'm glad that he said that. I'm glad that he talked about the different things. And there was someone downtown, one of the casino managers of one of the casinos, that, to be honest with you, this guy's out of his mind. I'm not going to mention his name, but he's out of his mind. He said, well, it costs $60 to clean a room. Well, hold it, time out. It costs $60 to have a room overnight for a guest. That's what's costing the casino, between cleaning and the lights on. It doesn't cost $60, especially downtown at one of those places.
Not even close.
It's not, but there is a cost on it. That's the reason why they tell you now when you check in, would you like to have maid service during your 3 days? If not, we'll give you $10 credit in the hotel, because they don't want to have that maid service for each room. It takes a lot of time. It's an hourly wage. I understand. So, but some of these guys. But I give this guy a lot of credit, MGM. And listen, I'm not going to say I'm a giant MGM fan, but I'm an MGM fan. They got good restaurants, good things. Honesty, I like the things they do. Now, compared to the other companies that are out there and are always crying and looking for their collection bucket,
Speaking of which, MGM, you just reminded me of our conversation last night.
Okay.
Carbone,
I love Carbone.
You said something so foul to me last night. Hi, I'm Jon. Remember me? I saw you yesterday?
Yeah.
You told me we can go to Carbone. You got some comps.
Yeah.
Good luck getting a reservation.
Well, it's so hard to get in at normal time. You can go in at 4:30 and walk to the bar.
Right.
You guys sit in the little seats. I mean,
you challenged me.
Oh, I challenged you to go. Oh, regular time.
You're like, you won't be able to get in regular time.
I went in there.
Yeah.
I know not to give 20 anymore. That's right. Imagine this. You got to give 40. I had 220 split.
I think it's
so
going
they
to be
were
100,
split.
but But I don't need to do that.
No.
I don't need to do that. I will get a, you tell me what time you want Carbone.
All right.
And I will get the reservation.
I want to just give you an example of, I want to take out $2.
Yeah.
$2 bill. So you know, you usually fold up. The old way to fold up, fold it all in half,
right.
Put it in your palm.
Right.
You know, like Ginger in Casino.
Yeah,
she learned that from me, but that's all right. So this is the way I do it. I go up to the counter and put two 20s like this. It's $40.
So he can see what it is, so he knows.
By the way, I don't want to get in that day, which you might be proud of. I'm there on like a Tuesday. So listen, I need a party at 6 o'clock Friday. And she says, no, I can't take that. We're full. I can't do anything for you. Now, I'm not trying to say I'm anyone special, but you're not getting 40s from anybody. Bullshit. You're not getting.
Right.
So, Golden Steer, another place, can't get in.
I can get in.
You think you can get in?
Of course I get in.
Well, hold on, time out. Are you going to go in there and say I'm Tony Orlando's son and
don't
Tony
worry
wants to get?
Don't worry about what my method
Tony wants to get in, then when he
don't
doesn't
worry
show.
About my
yeah, my
no,
dad
I won't
got
do
caught on
that.
a flight.
No, I won't do that.
Oh, don't kick me. You just kicked me under the table. My knee. That's my knee.
I will absolutely get any reservation you want, any restaurant you want, anytime you want. You tell me when you want Carbone. You tell me. So we should just go on a little restaurant tour.
I want to get in the new Carbone Riviera.
Okay.
All right. I'm treating.
All right.
I want to get in there one night in the next 2 weeks.
Pint-sized Warrior.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. We'll go to the new Carbone and the old one. I'm going to go to both.
Oh, I love them places.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'll get us in. You tell me when you want to go.
All right.
You tell me the time window you want, a prime time hours, and I got it.
It's very hard to get into these places.
Come on,
it really
man.
is.
Come on. What have we? I can't even believe the disrespect. It's insane.
John, this is
I saw this one.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Parlay. I didn't realize this guy was betting $100.
Yeah, it's crazy.
This is our wager wire. $100 to win $556,000. I remember seeing this.
It's time to cash this bad boy out, though.
So
isn't
this
it?
guy over on wager wire, we're gonna have JH show this ticket. So
it's 5 legs, right?
this is $107.
The Dodgers just completed leg 4.
Here's how it works. Detroit Lions, he has to win. Well, we should start out with them last. I'll come to them last. Let's give you the rest of the legs of this. Florida to win the championship plus 9.5 to 1 win. OKC to win the championship plus 210 win. Edmonton to win the West plus 320 win. Dodgers to win the World Series championship 3 to 1 wins. So now that $100 that this guy, $107, is now worth from the sports book $39,800. However, over on WagerWire and the WagerWire app, look here, $55,586. So this is worth a lot of money now.
Yeah.
Because Detroit.
He needs the Lions to win the Super Bowl.
He needs the Detroit Lions to win the Super Bowl 9 to 1.
It's not happening.
Well, we say that after last week. I think they overlooked that game, or so. I don't know what they did.
But
I don't know what they did. I really don't know.
You'd pick Buffalo before you'd pick the Chiefs.
It's worth $55,586.
Take the money. Take it now.
I would want to sell a portion of it. Lock up some money, because I don't. After this last Lions week, I don't know what to think about them. I really don't know what to think about them.
And I'm
the
a
first
Lions
week they
fan.
scored
I
like
like
6
the Lions.
points.
They're
I
an
think.
exciting team
I know
to
it was
watch.
a different week, but so I think this week is going to be. This week's going to be interesting if someone purchases a portion or they sell out a portion of this. But this just shows you the difference between the sports book, $39,800, compared to what WagerWire, $55,586.
Yeah.
This is why WagerWire is so important to have and so important to be part of.
I got 3 more quick ones.
Oh God! I
want to give you credit.
Go ahead.
I really want to ask you on camera.
Good.
Before Rojas hit that home run to tie the game, you said to me when the count was full, you go, John, home run. And then bang, home run. You really didn't know, like, you know how sometimes online.
Here's what happened on that thing.
Tell me.
That was strike 3 that I thought he threw.
Right.
Now he's free rolling.
Right.
And I just made a comment. By the way, he threw 2 pitches after I said that. This wasn't the next pitch. It was the pitch after that one. I said home because.
No, I know you're right. You said it, but you said it twice.
I said,
you
John,
really didn't know the
he's
result.
going to get a home run. I didn't know who it was.
That was unbelievable.
Yes, he's going to get a home run.
That was unbelievable. He hit 7 home runs this year.
I didn't even know that. But I knew his wife said he was going to hit one too.
Yeah.
See?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Home run.
that was one thing I wanted to say.
I really didn't know that.
You really didn't know?
No, I didn't know that.
Oh,
his
I
wife
told you
either.
after.
I seen it after. That was good. Yeah.
Okay, for next baseball season, I feel I'm not getting the credit from you. I want to be one of you. Like, you know how you're like, I got a prop guy for football. I got a prop guy, a prop guy, prop guy.
Yeah.
I'm your prop guy for baseball. Future. Oh, again with the what? Why the smart? What? I'll let you know when I'm doing comedy.
Why do you do props?
Bill, by the way, I have an Instagram Live where I said after Game 2 of the World Series, Yamamoto will be the MVP of the World Series.
You have that?
It's on a line. I will show it to you.
But you know, you got to look at all of them, John. You can't just go by what you've done lately.
So for this next baseball season, I'm going to give you some predictions.
We'll chart it like we charted Randy today.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
Okay, good.
Okay, one last thing. Poker.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot about this. This is how, I mean, people must think I have millions of dollars.
You have selective memory, man.
I forgot. Well, I'm glad you're bringing it up.
We cashed.
I had $1,200 and you lost $400, right?
I lost $400, but I told you I owe you one because our friend Marcus Deegan, this is public now, he announced he has prostate cancer.
Yeah.
And he called me while I was in the tournament and he was shook up and I bailed out of the tournament. Right. So today I'm playing in the $1,100 buy-in.
All right. So you
don't need any money from you.
There is no money. I got $2. $2.
And over at Resorts World, $500,000 guarantee in the prize pool. We're going to get it.
Is it seniors? Okay. Let's finish off with this. AC/DC again. Coming to Allegiant Stadium again.
Really?
Are they crazy? How can they sell out again?
I don't know.
August.
I feel like it was time to.
AC/DC coming to let's see. I seen it there. But do you believe this guy sells out? I never heard of him. Morgan Wallen.
But he's the biggest. He literally has
sold out
on the
Allegiant
country
Stadium.
charts. I don't know if it's like this right now on the country charts, but at one point he had all top 10 songs in the top 10 country. I swear. You know that's true, JH, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Is that why you wear cowboy boots and always?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
Morgan Wallen. So
He's huge.
I don't know who he is, but
He's huge.
My parents loved country. My dad loved country.
He's good.
Morgan Wallen sold out Allegiant Stadium twice.
Yeah, I believe it. In
August.
I believe it.
This guy's the biggest guy. This is
100%.
obviously the biggest.
That's the hottest thing in country right now, I would say,
it's
right?
Gotta be. But anyway, so he's going to be back.
JH knows all this.
May 1st and 2nd. Brooks and Dunn is opening. I know them. Brooks and Dunn is opening
they
for
were
them.
once on top of that hill.
That's a hell of a concert. So anyway, AC/DC returning August 1st to.
You gonna go back?
I'd like to go back, but now how about this? This is a big announcement for them. My wife wanted to go see her. What's her name there? Kelly Clarkson.
Amazing.
I know a couple of her songs. I do.
She's great.
Yeah, so she's going to be back in the Coliseum, also Caesars Coliseum, August 7th, 8th, and 14th and 15th.
All right.
Nothing really set for the Sphere except for like the Wizard of Oz and some. I told you, no doubt. But there was going to be a.
Is Metallica coming? Is that true? No.
No, they're not here yet.
Not happening.
No, they're not here yet.
Okay.
And, I have no problem with that. By the way, I like I told you, as I got older, I got a little bit to off to. I got a little bit as I got older, a little bit the heavy metal. I seen Motley Crue. I went there. I wanted to say this at the beginning of the show.
What? What do you got?
Boy. Maybe JH can switch us around because this is important. This is the most important thing out of anything we're going to talk about. So I'll have him switch us around. So I wanted to talk about. I checked with pit boss, casino manager, poker room shift manager, all off the record.
Yeah.
I am right about chips on the table. I am right. They're never going to admit if someone comes by and swipes your chip off your poker table.
Yeah.
They are not responsible.
Wow,
they are not responsible. I checked with many people from different places.
That changes everything. Like when you go to the bathroom in a cash game.
If you got some big chips on top or something.
Put them on the bottom under a stack
now they
of
said they
fives.
would get involved. The guy in the casino, and he didn't. He was scared to death to give me an answer. He said, "Bill, please, you can't quote me." I said, "I won't." He said, "Listen, it's not our job to go running out of the casino after people if they steal your chips or something." He said, we'll go over it with security and Metro and see if we can find out, but we're technically not responsible for your money. So for all the people that said to me, you're wrong, there were some big sources in this town that said, I'm afraid Bill is wrong on this subject. Bill's not wrong. Bill is absolutely right. Checked it with 3 different people from 3 different casinos.
Wow.
One of the biggest poker rooms in town. I am not wrong about that. So I wanted to talk about that.
Yeah.
But all right, guys, we'll see you next week on WiseKracks.